Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you doing today? If you're doing well, you can show me with a thumbs up. If you're feeling okay, you can put your thumb in the middle. And if you're not feeling very well today, you can show me with a thumbs down. But hopefully after circle time is done, you'll be feeling better. So let's get started. We're going to sing our good morning song, so stretch your arms out like airplane wings. Fly to one side, over to the other side, fly back to the middle. Now take your airplane wings into a big circle out in front of you like this. Stretch up over your head. Let's stretch over on this side, to the other side. One last stretch, and now it's time to sing. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, friends, and welcome to Circle Time. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning so far. Before we get started on the calendar and weather chart, there are 3 things that we need to do. Number 1, turn on your listening ears, like this. Number 2, put on your thinking hats. My thinking hat is over here. I'm going to put it on top of my head. Today my thinking hat has a zipper underneath my chin, so I'm going to zip it up. And the 3rd and final thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts, like this. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're ready for circle time. Let's go over the date. Right up here we have the month. Do you know what the month is? August. Today is August 5th. Let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was August 4th, and today is August 5th, and the year is 2021 or 2021. Let's use our counting fingers and see how many days we've had in the month of August so far. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have had 5 days so far in the month of August. So keep your 5 fingers up, but add 2 more fingers like this to make 7. Now we're ready to sing the Days of the Week song. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's travel down to the bottom of the chart and go over the days together. I'm going to give you the sound that the day starts with, and if you know what the day is, you can say it with me. Yesterday was W. Wednesday. So that means that today is Thursday. Tomorrow will be Friday, the last day of the weekday. Let's go back and sing Today is Thursday together. It goes like this. Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, today is Thursday, all day long. Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, today is Thursday, all day long. And if we go back up to the top, we have the season. Do you know what the season is? Summer. That's right, friends. It's summertime where I live. And if I travel back down, I see a picture of the weather. So that means that it's time to sing the weather song together. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Today, on my chart, I have the same picture that I've had all week, except instead of it being mostly sunny outside, it's only partly sunny. I see more clouds in the sky, but the sun is still trying to poke through a little bit. My temperature chart is on orange because it's warm today. warm and partly sunny. What do you see outside of your window? Take a look and let me know. Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. Can you tell me what sound this letter makes? B. B. That's right. And what uppercase letter is this? B. This is a capital or uppercase B. B says B. B. I wonder what we'll find inside of the letter box today. I know that it's something that starts with the letter B. B. Here's your first clue. This is a type of a fastener that is usually found on articles of clothing, and it's used to close something or open it back up. Sometimes I have this underneath my thinking hat. What could it be? Let's take a look. A button. Button starts with the letter B. B. So right now, this shirt has 2 buttons, and right now the shirt is unbuttoned, so it's opened up. But when I close it back together like this and I poke the little buttons into the holes, the shirt is now closed. Button starts with the letter B. B. This is how you write an uppercase B. B. One more time. And here is the number of the week. Friends, what double-digit number is this? Do you know? 10. That's right. When you write the number 10, you have to write 2 numbers. First, you write this number. Can you tell me what number this is? 1. And then you write this number. What number is this? 0. 1, 0. 10. Let's hold up 10 fingers together. 5 on one hand, 5 on the other to make 10 fingers all together. Now let's count to the number 10 together using the large bead frame. This week we are going to be counting to the number 10 using the large bead frame. We will be counting 10 units and swapping it for 1 10. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 units equals 1 10. Inside of this box, I have some more things to count. Take a look at this plant. It has a long stem with some leaves at the top. This is actually from a flower called goldenrod, but I just have the leaves today to count. As I count them, I'm going to take them off of the stem and line them up across the top of the box so that we can count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more makes 10. 10 leaves. We've gone over the letter of the week and the number of the week. So now it's time to go over the sign of the week. Will you show me how to say truck in sign language? Let's do that together. We're going to take both of our hands and make fists like this with our thumbs up at the top, and then move our hands. Truck. Earlier this week, we looked inside of a toolkit and learned about the tools that were there. But there are 2 important tools that we haven't talked about yet. Right here I have a ruler, and this is called a straight edge. Both of these tools are used for measuring, so you know how big or small something is. But why is that important in terms of building and construction? When workers are working on a building project, they are using a plan called a blueprint. A blueprint is a picture of what the finished project will look like, and it's full of all different numbers and measurements. Without numbers and measurements, nothing would fit together or be the right size, and that would just create a big mess of the project. Where I live in America, we use the imperial system, which is a form of measurement that uses inches, feet, ounces, and pounds. But if you live outside of America, you most likely use a different form of measurement called the metric system. For today's work, we will be measuring using the imperial system, but this work can most definitely be done using the metric system as well. For today's work, you will need a pencil, a ruler, and a piece of paper. Now, there are two options for this measuring work that we are going to be doing today. If you are a younger learner and you are working on your number recognition, I will show you option 1 first. So you will take your ruler, your piece of paper, and a pencil. And let's just go over the numbers that we see on this ruler right here. So we are going to be working with inches today, which are a unit of measurement in the imperial system. 1 inch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 inches in this ruler, and then there are some smaller numbers at the top, which are centimeters, but we are not going to be working with centimeters today, only inches. You can put your ruler back down on the piece of paper, and the first thing that I'm going to do is to draw a line that is 7 inches long. So I have my ruler right here. With one hand, I'm going to hold my pencil. With the other hand, I'm going to hold my ruler in place. I'm going to start off at the beginning of the ruler. So right over here, before the number 1, and I'm going to drag my pencil right against the ruler up until I see the number 7, which is right here. So this line is 7 inches long. Let's try another one. This time I am going to draw a line that is 9 inches long. I have my ruler in place, which I'm going to hold steady. With my other hand, I'm going to take the pencil, start at the beginning over here, and drag my ruler across, draw my pencil across the ruler until I see the number 9. This line is 9 inches long. Let's do one more. This time I'm going to make a shorter line. I'm going to draw a line that is 3 inches long. I have my ruler in place. I have my pencil. Start at the beginning of the ruler. Drag my pencil across the ruler until I see the number 3. So right here I have a variety of lines. I have my smallest line right here, which was 3 inches. Next I have my 7-inch line, and my longest line was 9 inches. Now, your other option, if you are confident with your number recognition, is to have a piece of paper that is already marked up with marker dots. And you can take your ruler and you can measure the distance between each dot. So let's start between these two dots right here. I'm going to take the end of my ruler, place it on one dot, and drag my pencil from one side right until I reach the second dot. This second dot right here is right at the number 4. So that must mean that this line right here, the distance between this dot and this dot is 4 inches. 4. Let's try one more. How about the distance between this dot and this dot? I have my ruler. And I'm going to put it right up against my piece of paper. There we go. Want to make sure that it fit. So I have my first dot right here at the beginning of my ruler, and I'm going to hold the ruler in place and drag my pencil across the ruler and stop until I reach the second dot. So this second dot is right in between the number 4 and the number 5. So that means that this line is 4.5 inches long. 4.5. This line is 1/2 of an inch longer than this line. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to Circle Time, friends. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give my videos a big thumbs up, and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive summertime classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Let's sing our goodbye song together. We'll wave like this. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.